This is a video response to Super Lunatics' video entitled Sorrow, which was selected as a featured video by the guest editor, Gimme a Break Man. Super Lunatics' video presents an honest cabaret of herself, seemingly in a state of distress. Very upset, perhaps weeping, I don't know, it's difficult to see transparent droplets against almost translucent skin, I know. The video is silent and quick, cut into a short clip, presumably to spare those who have no attention span for other humans. Why is it that somehow I can bear Ann Coulter's dreck for more than 2 hours, and yet somehow there are people who cannot stomach exposed human grief for 2 minutes? But therein lay the phenomenon I wish to speak on. The comments submitted to this video by more than 700 users, and by the way, it received more comments than it did views, somehow. Anyway, these comments were pathetic. The video itself elicited no emotional response from me, and because I'm numb that way, I suppose. And it did not itself compel me to comment. However, I did become curious as to what kind of responses it did attract. And so I glimpsed, and I sat in awe of what I saw. I was going to flash through a vast quantity of responses, of comments in this video. I was just going to flash through them one per frame at 30 frames per second. But for one, I thought I might injure someone, and for two, really, they were just all the same brutish, baseless, beer-chugging bullshit, and I simply wish to give an expression of the volume of this deluge of textual diarrhea. But I have instead simply decided to say that it is all the same brutish, baseless, beer-chugging bullshit. What amazes me is that these comments are mostly from adults, unless a lot of them are lying in their profiles for some reason. They consist of the following. One, calling her emo. For displaying emotion, I assume, which they seem to consider a pathetic action, as if their slobbering rage does not count and is somehow better than her silent sorrow. I don't know. For two, sexual harassment. Disgusting sexual harassment. I don't mean compliments to her appearance and suggestions of sexual attraction. I'm talking about, suck my cock, bitch, that'll make you feel better. My pipe will turn that frown upside down, you little bitch. Woohoo! You can have my cum and rub it in your eyes for your next video. And three, asserting that she is fishing for attention. Now, I don't know if she was fishing for attention or not, but frankly, I don't care, and her motives for posting a 2-minute video of a common human emotion, genuine or not, is not something I want to debate. A weeping human is nothing unusual in this overpopulated, ignorant mess of a civilization, especially among people who take more than 12 seconds out of their waking hours to formulate a few fucking thoughts. Ergo, what interests me is that these anti-cognitive, barely literate, barely self-aware imbeciles, these eructations of the human gene pool continue to shuffle through existence with all the sentience of lobotomized starfish and all the ease of vomit through a wind tunnel. They're producing more than anyone else. They look like living decay. They think like ADD-afflicted 8-year-olds, and they breed. They multiply. Their state of mind, or mindlessness, is spreading like a disease, while people who are at least moderately intelligent are unfortunately they have the good sense to hold back on the breeding until the overpopulation settles down. Noble, but self-defeating. Intelligent people left and right are swearing to not produce children, but somehow someone needs to counter these embarrassments to humanity. France statistically has proportionately more sex than any other country in the world. And France has good people. Can we bring the French here? Nous devons multiplier l'intelligence apportant de l'humanité nouveau Homo sapiens sapiens et évoluant. Whatever. Adieu, Britney Spears and NASCAR. Au revoir.